Okay. So today now, first of all, just we need to understand the how many systems will work on the ATTP side. Okay. So first of all, so you know the process, right? Manufacturing process. In ECC, so they will get sale order or purchase order. Okay. So based on that quantity, so they will create one production order in the ECC side. So if they got a order for the 10,000 bottles or 10,000 tablets, then they will create one production order in the ATTP in the ECC system. Okay. So then based on that production order, so they will send to the packaging line. So means the bottling line. Okay. So have you seen the line systems, Chandra?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. So okay. So in that line system, they will have the specific systems. So right now for this serialization, almost every line systems they have a capable for the serialization. Okay, because they need earlier they don't have the capability, but after serialization came into the picture, so they are also upgraded their systems to facilitate for the serialization. Okay, so what they will do in the line, uh, they will enter the production order number in the line system. Okay, so once production order entered, so as per the quantity, okay, if they want to produce 30,000 bottles, then their line system will do one request to the ATTP, because to do the serialization they need a serial numbers. So the serial numbers will be provided by the ATTP system. Okay, so they will make one call to the ATTP system, then ATTP system will give the serial numbers for the specific product, which product they are going to do the packing. Okay, because in the production order there is a product name, and on that product we have a levels also, so that everything whatever the recipe, the packing levels, everything will be maintained in the packaging line system. Okay, so with the country also, if they are producing for the US, then that will be different. If they are producing for the Europe, though based on the product setup is the in the line system, so in the same manner the request will come to the ATTP. Okay, so once the request comes, then they will get the serial numbers from the ATTP system, then the numbers will be printed on the labels, and they will pack these units into the cartons and shippers and pallets. Okay, so then after they will send to the ATTP system whatever they have packed. So all this process is divided into the level 5 systems. Okay, so in the 1 and 2 3, so as per the pack levels, for example, we have a 3 levels. Okay, so the primary level will be the level 1 packaging line, and the secondary will be the level 2, and third will be the level 3, that may be pallet. So because the topmost layer is a pallet, so some companies have automation that primary to SSCC in the single line. Okay, so from level 1 to level 3 they have some capabilities, but most of the pharma companies I have seen, they have different plans, different packaging lines for the primary, shipper and pallet separate, because the palletization will have on the warehouse side. So remaining this bottling and bottle to shipper will have in the packing line. Clear, Chandra?
Yes,
Hello?
yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, fine. So based on that, now, so we have a level 3, we have completed. So the data will be posted to the ATTP. Okay, so this is the level 4, we can say. Okay, so here what will happen? So whatever data we have received from the line, so after in ECC, they will do the PGI. So on PGI, So the goods will be shipped. Okay, the shipping event will be posted in ATTP. So when shipping event posted, we have some configurations in the ATTP. So the data will be reported to the regulatory bodies. Okay, so all this data, the master data and whatever data packed in the line, that data, everything will be come to the ATTP system. So all serialization data will be within the ATTP system only. So that's the reason we call level 4 system. Means level 4 system is nothing but where the serialization data will be managed. Okay. So that system we call as a level 4 system. Then coming to the level 5 system. So level 5 system is the system which will taking care of the reporting of the regulatory bodies. If it is a US, it need to be reported to DSSCA. If it is a Europe, then it will be reported to the European countries. If it is a Russia, then it will report to the MDLP and Russia. So like this, based on the country, so the reporting part will be taken care by the ICH system. So because most of the companies, they will use ICH or TraceLink. So they want different applications we have. So I have taken example as a ICH as a level 5 system. Okay. Because in my organization, almost I worked with the so many clients. So out of 10 clients, 7 clients will be using the ICH because ICH is also SAP product. It is very comfortable with the ATTP. And also nowadays they are doing they moved to the new platform BTP. So all their applications they are doing on the BTP. So it's very easy to connect, and it is alerting part, and everything will be very smooth. So that's the reason most of the people now going to the ICH. Earlier the
Okay.
TraceLink customers also, now they are moving to the ICH because of the SAP product. Okay.
So what is the other than ICH? What are the
We
products?
have a TraceLink, we have a RFXL, we have a U-Trace, we have a 3 keys. So lot of systems we have.
Those are actually the HTTP systems, right?
Yeah, see, that's the reason. See, that's the reason I'm just want to explain you. So the serialization also they will maintain, and they will also send data to the regulatory bodies. So here both can be done single system also. The level 4 and level 5 also can handle. So for example, so forget about the ICH. Okay. If we have a ATTP system, we have a so many connectors. Directly, we can connect ATTP system to the Europe. We can connect ATTP system to the DSSCA, means US. We can connect to the Russia. So we have that connectors. We can directly connect using
Mhm.
the web service or using the RFC. So like this, we can connect. We have that feasibility in ATTP also. We can do that. But only thing is the pharma is a very confidential information. Okay. So they don't want to involve their systems to the out of the network.
Okay.
So that's the reason most of the people will take some other system on top of this, because they will not share entire information, the master data, everything will be on the level 4 level only. Only whatever data you need to the customers, to externals, which information you need to share, those information only will go through the ICH, mean level 5 system. So they will have not that much harm, because they will most of the pharma countries, they don't want to export their system to the external system. So that's the reason
Okay.
they will take the middlewares, SAP PO or any other so cloud systems. So they will take as a middleware. So if anything comes, that will stop at the ICH level only. That will not get into the ATTP level. If we directly connect them from ATTP to other systems, so there may be some attacks. There may be, so recently
Mhm.
Ramson attack is happened. So every system got down. So that's the reason. So they didn't want to expose their systems. So if anything comes, then everything will be crashed in the serialization, right? So they don't want
Yeah.
to take risk. So that's the reason. So they will take some other system to reporting part. Okay.
So that is also the client call, which
Yeah, that
they want
depends on the
to.
client call. Correct. Yes.
Okay.
So how they want to,
So
if it is a small
maybe the
organization.
client is using decided to use ATTP SAP, but
Mm-hmm.
they may also go for the different level 5
Yes, yes, yes.
system.
Yes, we can go. See, I will tell you one more, another scenario in the one of my client. Okay. So one of my client having the they are using SAP ATTP and they also have the ICH. Okay. And also they are using the RFXN. So here in this scenario, they have, when it comes to the Europe, okay, for Europe and US, these two countries, they are using ICH. Okay.
Mhm.
And for Kazakh and Uzbek, they are using RFXL.
Okay.
Okay. So why means, see, ICH is given more cost for the Kazakh and Uzbek. So that's the reason they went to the RFXL. So for the two countries, because
Okay.
if ICH,
They need to buy ICH separately. It is
yes,
not
no, it is
it,
separate license altogether.
okay.
It's not a SAP different, because how you are taking, if SF S4 HANA have some license, ATTP is also separate box.
Yeah, ATTP I know it is a
Uh,
separate.
yes,
Uh,
ICH also you need to take another separate license, and
mhm.
they will charge based on the country wise.
Okay.
Okay, if you are taking this country package, this is the package. If you're taking Europe, this is the package. If you want Russia, this is the package. So like that, they will charge. So that's
What do
the
you call
reason.
that system?
Hmm?
ICH?
ICH
No, what do we call that level 5 system? Business terminology, what do
level
we
5
call
only. Business
level
term
5?
in serialization, business terminology only we can start level 5 system. If you go to
Okay.
anywhere, so maybe in interviews also they will ask what is your level 5 system they are using.
Okay.
So based on that you can tell. So because
So
level.
if client doesn't use ICH,
Mhm.
what is that? The trace link, right? Suppose the
Yeah,
trace
trace link.
link
Yeah,
want
they
to
can use
use.
trace link. Yeah.
The SAP ATTP directly connect to the trace link. There is an
Yes.
middleware in between.
Yes, yes, yes. No, no, no. They can take middleware, or they can just use the web service, or they can do the AS2 connectivity. Anything they can do.
Okay.
So that's their call, or how they want to integrate. Only the data need to be sent from ATTP to TraceLink. So whatever level 5 system you're using, so
Mhm.
that's level 4 to level 5, the integration should happen.
Mm.
Okay. So in next that now you will understand.
Yeah,
Just I
maybe
want
we'll
to.
discuss more into integration.
Yes, no, no,
Uh,
next, no, next slide is that only. So before that, I just want to, because see, if I tell directly architecture, na, so you will not get some idea. So that's the reason I just want to show the first how many systems is involved in the serialization. Then if I go to the architecture, na, so you will understand very clearly. So now you are clear on this part, right? Level 4, what is level 4 and level 5?
mhm.
So you just one thing, level 5 is REST reporting system. If your
Yeah.
ATTP is doing reporting in for some countries, okay. So because one of our client is directly connected to the Russia through ATTP.
Mm.
So in this case, level 4 and 5 ATTP will be. So both systems have the ATTP only, because it is managing the serialization data, and also it is reporting to the Russian government. So that's the reason the level 4 in the ICH will be removed, SAP ATTP in level 4 and SAP ATTP in level 5. Both will come same system. Okay.
Okay.
So if you see in actually in my one of my organization, they're having the 6 plants. Okay.
Mhm.
Out of 6 plants, two plants will having the one entity. The entire business is same, but in the business there is different entities. Okay, so
Right.
four entities, four plants have one entity, and two plants have another entity. So these two plants they are using SAP ATTP. Remaining four entities they are using Tracelink.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, they are same company, but still they are using two plants for the serialization ATTP and four plants for the Tracelink.
Mm-hmm.
So like that. In the both cases, the ECC system is same then.
Mm.
So ECC system is same. So they did a integration with the Tracelink and also ATTP like that.
So in this case, ECC and ATTP, it is RFC calls. They call
Yes. Yeah, yeah. It is
master
RFC.
data and
Yes, yes.
transactional data.
Correct.
What about the other systems? So how does it communicate?
Yeah.
Is the same?
Yes, I will show you that next slide
Okay.
that is
Okay.
only. Okay.
Okay.
One second. Yeah. So this is complete architecture of the SAP ATTP. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So here you can see this is SAP ATTP. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So this you can see this green one. This is complete ATTP box, separate box. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the, so you are able to see my mouse, right?
Yes. Yes.
So this is the ERP system. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So this ERP to ATTP, we have a two type of connections. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So one connection is RFC connection and another connection is OData connection. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you know OData?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Okay. It's a REST. Okay. It's
Uh,
a REST services. Okay. So, so in these two cases, RFC will be used for the master data integration.
mm.
Okay. So all master data like materials, plants, vendors, okay. So warehouse units. So these all master data systems, everything will be integrated from ECC to ATTP through RFC call. Okay, because both are the SAP systems. So RFC call will be very easy. So they did a RFC call for the master data. Okay. And we have a OData. So this OData is used for the transactional data. Like if they create any batch, so the batch will be integrated through OData to the ATTP system. If they created any production order, so that will be integrated to the ECC to ATTP. So we have after 2 days, maybe we'll get some access. So in that access, I can clearly show you. So how this integration happen when you create here batch, how it is coming to ATTP and where we can see that batch. So that in detail, I will tell you just theoretically now you just understand. Okay. So Chandra, you're there? Hello.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. I'm here.
Okay. Okay. So this master data will be through RFC and the OData will be used for the all transactional data and also warehouse data. So you are doing this EWM, right? So whatever activity you do in the ERP side, okay, that events will be reached to ATTP through the OData services. Okay.
Mm.
So all this EWM transaction, what you do, pick, load, ship, everything will come through OData service. Okay, this is the integration between the ERP and ATTP system. Okay, the two connection will be used. One is RFC and another one is OData. Okay, now this part is clear. Okay,
So it
ECC.
was never be the SIF kind of thing, right? It was always like RFC or OData.
Yes, it is always RFC and OData. And
Okay.
that will be very specific. RFC will be used for the master data integration
Mm.
and OData will be used for the transaction data and warehouse. Means, see, we can say transaction data simply because these warehouse events also will have transaction data, right?
Yeah.
So that's
Mm.
the reason. So we can say transaction. So master data will be RFC, transaction data will be OData. That's
Okay.
it. Only these two connections for ECC to ATTP. And moreover, how this connectivity will happen. So we need to install one add-on in the ERP system. Okay, within the existing ECC box, so we need to add one patch. So that add-on is given by the ATTP system. Okay, so we need to install with the basis C team. Then whatever that integration related configuration, the integration related T codes, everything will be visible in the ERP system. Okay, so
Okay.
to do this connectivity, so first we need to do the prerequisite will be add-on will be installed on the ERP side. Okay,
Okay.
so then only that whatever the O data, that RFC, the code, everything will become. If you're not if you're not added any add-on, then it is not possible to connect with the ATTP. Okay, if you want, we can do some custom, but it's very critical because we can do only simply pass through one line, but everything we need to send na, so there is a very critical logic we need to implement. So if you add on na, so it is very easy. So all data will be flown as standard. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, now ERP and ATTP part will be clear. So next, uh, we will come to the this part, line systems. Okay, so line systems is nothing but we just discussed, right? This packaging master, this packaging lines. Okay, so these three packing lines will come here, this line system. So we can call line systems. So as per their business model, they may have multiple plants, they may have multiple line systems. Okay, so all line system should integrate with the ATTP system because they need a serial numbers to print on the line. Because here we discussed, right, first in the first point, when the production order is created, if 30,000 bottles they want to print, so they need a 30,000 serial numbers. So that serial numbers they need to get it from the ATTP system. So
Yeah.
then this case, so we need a connectivity with the line systems, right? So that also we need to do. So how this is connected is SAP is standardly given two web services. Okay. So one is a serial number request response web service, this one, and another one is a EPCIS posting. Okay. So these two web services is given by the SAP system
Okay.
standardly. Okay, so any line system, if we want to integrate with the ATTP, first we need to give these two with WSDL to the this line system. Okay, so you know WSDL? Have you listened?
No, I
No.
don't know that.
Okay, so WSDL is nothing but it's a web service description language, WSDL.
Okay.
Okay, so if you share this WSDL to the line system or any other systems, they will know what is the input for that service and what is the output for that service. So that information will be structured in the WSDL.
Okay.
Okay. So
So
means
it's kind of like it is kind of like a Unicode format that is sharing to the
yes.
line system.
What format you need to give input and in which format you will get the output.
Okay.
So that information will be structured in the WSDL. That's the reason we can say WSDL is nothing but web service description language. Means this how this web service will work. That information will be encrypted in the web service and that will be shared to the line systems. So it is a technical term that so they can easily consume the services. So in any external systems, na, they will have that capability. If they load this WSDL, so automatically that will be converted and the input and output will become.
Mhm.
Okay, let me show you one thing. One second.
So this is also like a default, the basis or someone has to do that activity, right?
This is not basis. This need to do by the developers.
Okay.
So
Not
from
WSDL. I mean to say the connection between ATTP and line side.
that connection, uh, so both can do that. So because see, I will show you. See this connection, only simple method. This is a SOAP call. So you know the
Okay.
SOAP.
Yeah, yeah. Uh-huh.
So it's just a SOAP call. It's just a simple access protocol.
Okay. So the SOAP call where we have to put the details about the system and the user ID password link, and
Yes,
also the that in the background you have the that has the baddie the triggers.
a baddie. No, baddies is no, already, that is already inbuilt in the ATTP.
Okay. Okay.
So because they created within the system inbuilt web services, they have created standardly. So if
Mm-hmm.
baddie means if you are doing some any custom web service, then
Mm.
if you want to get into the system, that baddie required, because you need some customization, you need to write some code. But
Uh,
here, no, baddie is not required because SAP standardly written the code in the ATTP system. So simply it's ready to use. Okay.
okay.
So they will
Got it.
just, I will show you here. So this is the, SOAP UI, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is the SOAP UI. I think we need one WSDL. One second. I will just check one WSDL. I think I see after system comes now. I can just clearly show you the WSDL. Okay.
Okay.
So how this will be, I will tell you. So the WSDL is nothing but a, it will be in the .WSDL format. Let me check once. Do we have any WSDL files in the system? No, WSDL is not here in my system. Okay. So in the ATTP system, okay,
Mm-hmm.
here we will have this WSDLs. So
Mm-hmm.
we need to go to the SOA manager transaction. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So if we go to SOA manager transaction, we can find the serial number request and EPCS WSDLs in the system. So we can download it from the ATTP system. Then we can share with the this line team. Okay. So once we have shared, they will take the WSDLs and they will consume in their line system.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So after consuming, they will do request. So they will have the input and output. So whatever input we need to give, that input will be there. So they will give that input and they will connect to the ATTP system. So the systems comes now. So I will just download you and I will tell you the complete process how it will work. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Because now we don't have system, right? So that's the reason I cannot show you the WSDL right now. But just you understand the, see, this is the only architecture only. So whatever you're seeing here, right? So this ECC to ATTP. So I will show you in the real time how we can integrate master data from ECC to ATTP, and how the warehouse events will be integrated from the ECC to ATTP through OData. And we can also download the ATTP WSDL. Actually, it's a technical term thing actually. So,
Mm-hmm.
but if any SME is there, na, so they can do it themselves. They don't need to depend on the developer, because web services is a technical term, right? So most of the functional guys not don't know about this WSDL. So in that case, now they will just give to the one developer and communicate with the line system to get connected. Because here this is the integration thing, right? ATTP to line system. So in between the integration, lot of things will come. Maybe some network issues will come. So whitelisting, we need to do the whitelisting from ATTP to line system. If line system within the same network, then no, there is no issue.
Mm-hmm.
But if any line system on the external network, then that time they need to get some whitelisting part, firewall part, they need to take care. So then they can do the connectivity. Okay.
Okay.
So these two we will share with the line system. So they will do, so while doing the serial number request now, so they need to give the GTN number for which product they are going to produce and how much quantity serial numbers they need and which system is requesting this request, because they may have 10 line systems. So out of 10 line system, which line system this request is coming, so that also we need to give as an input. So once the request comes from line to ATTP system, then ATTP will generate the serial numbers and share back to the line system. Okay.
Mm.
So for this also, so to generate the serial numbers and send back to the line system, we need to do the serialization profile key, and we need to create some ranges, and we need to generate some serial numbers in the ATTP, and we need to do some configuration to send this to the line system. Okay. So we need to do this all configuration, then only the request will get success. So in this, anything is missing, the config is missing, or the range is missing, or any profile is not maintained properly, then this request will be failed. So that will not work out. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so we need to do all these configs, then only the request will be get success. And everything, whatever the while doing the request, the connectivity part, you can see in the ATTP, everything will be recorded on the AIF error log. Okay. So you're seeing this yellow lines, right? This yellow dots, this one, this yellow, this yellow, this yellow, and this well, four levels. You can see this yellow, right? Chandra, hello.
Looks like he just, I mean, I guess he was out of it. 1 second, I'm checking what happened.
Okay.
He should be done. 1 minute. He just, he was just out of it, yeah.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, okay, I'll just okay. Wait.
Hey, Mahesh.
Yeah, Chandra.
Yeah, sorry, my network got
Okay,
disconnected.
fine, no worries.
Yeah.
So where you left?
You were explaining about that ATTP, say, what do you call that?
Serial
Numbering, numbering
profile
it.
range definition. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I'm saying, see, so they will request for the serial number. So while they will request, they will give the input as a GTIN and system name and the quantity. Okay. So before they're requesting whatever product the GTN they are requesting, that should be set it up in the ATTP. Otherwise,
Mm-hmm.
the request will be failed. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
that setup we need to do. So to do this setup, we have some master data setup, and also we have some configurations, and also we need to maintain some profiles, and all these we need to do. Then we
Okay.
need to generate some serial numbers. So when we generate, then so we have some status for the serial numbers in the ATTP. Okay. If once we generated the serial numbers, the status will be in the created status in the within the system, ATTP system. Okay. So once the line system is requested the serial numbers for that specific GTIN, then the system will be generated the serial numbers, whatever the generated list, it will give to the line. For example, you generated 10,000 serial numbers. Then the 10,000 serial numbers will be in the created status in the system. So when they request, for example, they requested 5,000 serial numbers. Then these 5,000 serial number will be sent to the line system, and the serial number status will be changed to the assign and send. And also
Okay.
the system will be defined for which system these 5,000 serial numbers are sent. Okay. So in
Okay,
this
so
case,
ADTP decide the numbers, which line that these
yes.
numbers should be used.
Yes, yes. Which line is requested these numbers, and now the serial numbers held with the which line system. For example, they have 10 line systems. So
Mm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 10, like the 10 systems. So out of 10 systems, third system requested 5,000. Then the system name will be recorded in the system. Okay, this system 3 is requested for the 5,000. So, and we need to give the reconciliation. For example, the line system taken the 5,000 serial numbers. Okay. So out of that 5,000 serial numbers, how many serial numbers they have printed, and how many serial numbers they have wasted, and how many serial numbers they destroyed. So how many serial numbers is broken in the line, because
Mhm.
they may have some thing, right? They may
Yeah,
some
yeah.
bottles will be fall down, the number
Mm.
will be destroyed. So like that, so everything will happen over there. So some serial number print will not happen properly. So
Mm.
something after printed, some watermark came, so the label is not visible. So that number also wasted. So like this, so many numbers will be wasted in between the packaging process. So that also the line system, if for example 5,000 taken, then they need to report the 5,000 back to the ATTP. If they use, they need to send as a commission. If they didn't use, they need to send as a destroy, okay, or deleted, like that.
So
So we have different.
how do they request? Is it like they request the serial numbers for a day, or it is for per production order, like the quantity?
So ideally, the request will be prior to the production order.
So they know which production order is they are going to start, and
So
they know
yeah,
the
yeah. So
quantity.
yeah, they see we have a production plan, right?
Uh-huh.
So based on the production plan, so they will maintain the serial number cache in the line system.
Okay.
So for example, this month, so every month in any pharma companies, they will do some planning sheet. Which day, which production you are going to do.
Mm.
So prior to the 1 month, they will do this plan. As per the plan only, the production will be scheduled. Okay.
Okay.
So on
So,
that production plan, the line
mhm.
system guy, which the guy who will take care about the production, so that guy will be check how much cache exists in the line system. For example, next week paracetamol production is there. So they will check what is the batch quantity. Oh, yeah, for example, 50,000. So he will check for that product, do we have 50,000 serial numbers exist in the system? They will check in the line system.
Mm.
If there is no serial numbers, then they will request for the ATTP, and they will keep
Okay.
ready before the production. So like that
So
they
why
will make.
can't we it is live, like suppose the line system is going for a production,
Mhm.
every box, every quantity they are producing, Why can't they like send the request on that particular instantly and
Mm.
send it the get it the serial number? Why it
Yeah,
is they
yeah,
have to
yeah.
get advance and they have to use?
Because they don't want to lose their production. If on the time, if they request, for example, we'll take, okay.
Mm.
So they requested, okay. So there may be, see, the line system have the central systems and individual plant systems, okay. So there some patch is missed or something, the network issue came, okay.
Okay.
They're able to request, and ATTP is also able to give the serial numbers, but their system is unable to consume due to some error in the system.
Okay. Got it.
So what
So
will
just
happen?
because of the technical to avoid the technical things,
Maybe,
they
yeah,
just
yeah, maybe technical errors, maybe some system downtimes.
yeah. Okay. Got it.
Anything will happen, because we should not take any risk. If you take prior na, then there is no issue. So they can keep a cache, because how much you take, you need to report anyway.
Yeah.
If you are taking today or on the same day also, how many serial numbers you have taken, you need to give the reconciliation back to the ATTP system.
Yeah. Got
So
it.
if you use 10 serial numbers, then you need to send as a commission. So I have printed these 10 numbers. So 5 numbers is wasted. So then you need to send that. So we have, for that also we have one service to send back the reconciliation. So
Mm.
we have a one service. Okay. I will show you in the system that service. Okay. And this also,
Okay.
because just now I'm just telling you the basic thing, how the standard process. So one by
Mhm.
one, we will just deep dive into the this ATTP system. Okay. If I tell all in the one go, then you will get confused. So you will miss the main part of main serial, main web services part. Okay.
Mhm.
So that's the reason we'll go one by one. Okay. So you understand, right? So they will maintain the prior cache in the line, and after they will do the production and they will send back the data to the ATTP. Okay.
Yeah.
So here we have these yellow lines, right? You can see the yellow circles.
Mhm.
In all surroundings, you can see these yellow circles to ATTP. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is nothing but a AIF. Okay.
Mhm.
So AIF is nothing but, okay, this is a framework. AIF is, so anything coming to the ATTP system, it will be logged in the AIF log. Okay.
Okay.
So anything comes, if is from ECC to ATTP, anything comes before coming to the ATTP, this AF layer will be there in the all surrounding of ATTP.
Okay.
Okay. So why? Because we can easily identify the issue. For example, we are sending one batch data from ECC to ATTP. Okay.
Mhm.
So if it is not reached to ATTP, so we can check the log in the AF. Why this got failed? So it will show you the logs, why it is failed, what is the reason behind it. So we can easily analysis, and we can know, and we can correct it, and we can resend the data. This with
Okay.
the all parameters, this will be. If in the line system also same thing. For example, in the line system, they are doing the request. Okay. Then the GTN is whatever GTN they're requesting, that is not set it up in the ATTP system. So you can find that in the this AF log. The AF log will say this master data is not available in the ATTP system. Then what
Mm.
we need to do? We need to create the GTN in the system. Then again, we need to ask the line system to do request now. So if they do request, then that will be get success. Okay.
Okay.
So this way, this will
So
work.
it
So
is
that's
kind
it.
of the queue or some
It's not a queue.
log.
It's a log. It's a log.
Okay. Mhm.
Okay. So because this is very advanced, we can see anything, whatever coming in and out, everything is recorded.
Uh-huh.
If anything coming in or inbound or outbound, so everything will be recorded in the AF. If you are sending something to the other systems, so that also will be recorded. If it is successfully sent, the log will be seen the success. If it is failed, then the log will be show due to these errors, this file is unable to send to the external customer. So it will show in this log here. Okay. So that I will show you in the, we have one T code /AF/ERR. So this is the T code to check the logs in the ATTP system. Okay. I will show you that one system comes now. So you will get more clarity how the log will be recorded, how the message will be shown. So I will show you everything. Okay. So now we are good with the ECC integration and line system integration. Okay. So now in between some systems, because this is the PO connector. So most of the pharma companies, they are using this PO connector. Why? Because they enter the production order. Okay. So the production order, they want to get some master data from the ERP, because production order is created in the ERP. Okay. And it is integrated to ATTP. For the production order, the manufacturing will happen in the line system. So line system just want to verify whether the input is entered correctly, the whatever production order that exists in the ERP system. So it will verify the batch and production order details, and also any master data it need, that will be get it from the ERP. So that's the reason some people use this middleware to double check the production order and batch number. Okay. So this is they can use the PO or any cloud-based applications internally, or else if they are capable, they can use the RFC also from ERP to line system. If line system is capable for the RFC connection, so they can use and they can verify. Okay.
Okay.
So now we are good with this part. So now going to the, so now up to we have completed the level 1, level 2, level 3 and level 4. Okay. So so just orally, so not, so I will show you individual the serial number request and EPCS posting and all events, but this coming to this architecture wise, so we know what is what about the ATTP and line system and ERP and this PO connector. So now coming to, now we need to report the data to the these countries, these regulatory bodies. Okay. South Korea, Bahrain, India, Russia, Europe, Saudi. So like this, all regulatory bodies we need to report. So that will be taken care by the level 5 system. Okay. So here we can say this, one second. So this is I've written any middleware. So here we can take ICH, we can take TraceLink, or we can take RFXL. So any system we can take here as a level 5 system. Okay. So here how this will work. So for this we need to connect this level. This is level 4 system and this is level 5 system. So connect these two systems. So they don't want to expose this ATTP to this ICH system. Okay. So actually here is regulatory bodies. So these regulatory bodies, we are not directly connected. We send data to level 5 system. For this level 5 also, we can get one middleware also, because some people will use the middleware to connect with the level 4 to level 5. Okay, this is optional. So that's deep time coming to the client call, how they want. If they want middleware, they will keep it. Otherwise, they can directly connect to the level 5. Okay. So anyway, if they have middleware, then the data will be flown through middleware. Otherwise, directly the data will be sent to the level 5. Okay.
Okay.
So here we have to connect with the level 5 systems. So we can use the AS2, or we can do the web service connection. So to send the data. So we can also send this data through web service, or we can do with the AS2 connectivity. Okay. The web service we have in the ATTP system. So that is a standard. So we can generate supply chain report. So whatever we have the serialization data, so that information we can send to the level 5 system. If it is a ICH, specific to the ICH in ATTP, there is one consumer proxy. So that is given by the ATTP system. So just you need to create one logical port, and directly you can send the data to the ATTP to level 5 system ICH. Okay.
Okay, that is only for applicable for the ICH.
Because SAP to SAP, right? So that's the reason they have given one connector. And also we can use that connector to the external systems also by using some small customization.
Okay.
So that also we can do. Or else we have a SAP standard, this EPCS is there, right? So using this service also we can send data to the level 5 system. Okay.
Okay.
So only the thing is, see, level 5 system, as we discussed, this is only reporting system. To do the reporting, how much information is required, that information only will be sent to the ATTP to level 5 system. Okay. Again, this is the integration part. If it is a ICH, then you can use the consumer proxy and you can send the data. If it is a RFXL, or if it is a trace link, or if it is any other system, then their call, how they want to connect. So they will give some connectors, and we can connect to their system, and we can send the data. Okay. Because different systems use the different type of connectivities. So that's again as per the requirement, as per which system they are taking, that integration they need to do. Okay.
Yeah.
So now this is level 5 is done. So now we are going to just this CM, CMOs and CPO and MAH 3PL, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So this MAH is nothing but manufacturing authorization holders, and CMOs is contract manufacturing organizations. Okay. So as we discussed, the line system is taking the serial numbers, right? Same way, CMOs, if we have a CMOs, okay, so they also need to do the serial number request for the ATTP system, because CMOs is nothing but they will do manufacturing for the MAH. Okay.
Right.
So ultimately, MAH is the responsible person to send the serial numbers. Okay, because that is their product. So MAH is only he is the authentication holder. So he is the responsible for the serial numbers, and he is the responsible for the reporting part. So both he need to take care. Okay. So MAH is finally here. So this MAH is different.
Right. That image may be the different manufacturing company. Okay.
No, not like that. See, if you take, this is a gen system, right? Oh, sorry. So this is the gen system, right? So gen system is a MAH in this case. Okay. So this gen system will also do some CMO scenario to some other MAHs.
Okay.
So in that case, what will happen? So this gen system need to get the serial numbers from this MAH. Because MAH is responsible for the serial number and reporting part. So that case, this gen system will need a integration with the MAH. So that's the reason this MAH is different. Okay. So in this case, CMO case, gen system is a MAH. So they will generate the serial numbers and send to the CMO. Then CMO will print the labels, how this line system is sending the EPCS data to ATTP. Same way the CMO need to send data to the ATTP through these middleware systems.
Okay.
Okay.
So in this case, the CMO, if it is the CMO, that is always through the middleware connection, right?
Yeah, middleware connection, and if they have TraceLink, they can use TraceLink also as a middleware. Means
Okay.
this serialization system will be connected through this any middleware system through all these customers, CMOs and government regulatory bodies and MAH and 3PL and US trading partner. So all this, see anything anyway for this gen systems, all these are external systems only. The
Right.
3PL, MH, CMOs, these government bodies. So all these are external systems to this gen system. So that's the reason
Right.
they are using this middleware. So anything comes in or out, that will through middleware system only. So because they are not connected directly to these CMOs and MH and any other external systems. So they need one middleware. Okay. Because they don't want to expose their system to the external systems. Okay, clear?
Right. But in this case, in case of CMO, like it connected to the ATTP gen system through the middleware,
Yes,
but
through
it
middleware.
doesn't go through the level 5 system, right?
No, level 5 only. So level 5 is also, it will that will be in the picture only. If you forget about this yellow one, okay? See, this is optional. If they want level 5 to level 4, they need middleware, they can keep, or else they directly connect to level 5. In this case,
Okay.
the CMO will be request to the level 5. The level 5 will be sent request to the ATTP.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So the CMO request to the level 5 first, then it goes to the
The
send
level
the
5 will
information to
be
the
send
ATTP.
this request to the ATTP. Then ATTP will send data to the level 5. Then again the level 5 will be send back the response back to the CMO.
Okay. Okay.
So this way this connection will happen.
So that is the mandatory, like for the level 5 other systems, it has to come through the level 5 systems.
Yes, so the level 5 system should be capable for all these. It should capable of the regulatory connection.
Like,
It should be
okay.
capable for the CMO scenario. It will be capable for MH scenario, and it should be capable for 3PL scenario. That's the reason we can say level 5. So anything it will do.
Okay.
Whatever
Okay.
the level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, all levels can manage in level 5 also. So that's the reason the level 5 is the bigger level. So it is take anything, it do anything. So because there is no other system to do any activity. So this is the max level, the level 5 system. That's the reason here the level 5 is there. So after this, there is no system. So in the pharma terminology, what's level 5 system? They will ask, they can say RFXL, they can say TraceLink. Some people are using ATTP as a level 5 because this connection with the CMO, MH, 3PL and these government bodies will be taken care by the ATTP system. So in that scenario, ATTP is the level 5 system. So but they
In
will
this
use
case,
some.
the ATTP, they will create the separate instant as a level 5
No. Within the same system only
within
they
the
can.
same ATTP.
Yeah,
Okay.
within the same. They need not to create any other box.
So that can also possible, like ATTP
Yes.
can be separate
Yes.
instant as a level 5.
Yes.
Okay.
That is also possible. If you see here, this case, this India and South Korea is not going through level 5. ATTP is directly reporting to South Korea and India. It means in this case, for South Korea and India, the level 4 and 5 will be ATTP.
Yeah.
In India and South Korea reporting. So remaining scenarios for Europe, for Saudi, level 4 is ATTP, but level 5 is some ICH or TraceLink. Whatever system here, that system. Clear?
Yes. So one question on this, so the CMO, like the manufacturing or CMO, right? Those are the other system, different systems. So when the production order is doing there in a CMO system, do we get that production order details in ATTP, our gen system?
We will get the PO, purchase order.
Okay.
That PO will be so when they will send this EPCS data, right?
Mhm.
When they send that EPCS data, in that
Mhm.
we have a one tab for the transactional data.
Mhm.
Means PO or delivery, whatever the data, they will send here.
Okay.
So
Because otherwise there is no like how do the like serial numbers are used for this particular manufacturing? Like how do that link if they don't have the transactional record?
no. See, no. That is, see, you are saying, see, for example, CMO scenario. Okay. So one PO will be raised to ERP, right?
Uh-huh.
So they have, because the business entity will be connected to ECC to the CMO.
Mm.
So if anything comes, so we have, for example, we have some quantity, we have 10,000 quantity received, one sale order is received. Okay. Then we will raise PO to the CMO, right?
Mm. Mm.
Okay, we will raise one PO to the CMO
Mm.
and with the quantity.
Right.
Then with that quantity, the CMO will be do request to the ATTP.
Okay.
And they will get the serial numbers from ATTP. When they are posting, they will enter the same PO. What is raised in our ERP system, using
Okay.
that PO number, they will send back the ATTP data.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So after we receive the data, the delivery will be created in the ERP only in our system.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay.
See, CMO is only we use for the manufacturing the goods,
That's right. Yeah.
because we don't have that facility, we don't have that lines, because we may have 10 line systems, but we have getting more orders, so our line is not free. Then we will give business to the other CMOs, right?
Mm-hmm.
So their job is to just do packing and send back the goods to be my premises. That's it. So remaining delivery and the billing part, everything will be taken care by the MH only. So we will only give the amount that how much processing fee they take for this manufacturing goods, we will give to the CMO.
Yeah. Understood.
Yeah. Okay. So that is the case. So you're clear with the architecture, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. So this everything we can see in the system. So whatever the architecture we are seeing, right? So each
Mm-hmm.
activity we can do it in the system and we can see. Again, we'll come to this architecture and I will explain you. So through real-time scenarios. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Chandra, how it will work? So only weekend or in between, like that, weekly 3 classes like that we will go. How you want to go?
So first, I think we'll take a, slower phase, like to get me understand like the
Mm-hmm.
jargon and interfaces, connections, and
Mm-hmm.
all.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and then once we get into the phase, maybe in between also we can take one class,
Okay. Okay.
because the weekends anyway will spend some time like at least 1.5 or 2 hours, right?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And in between like a weekday